Generation gap has become the Tower of Babel and the rug pulled out from under us. This nice lady's talking about the fear of failure. She's some kind of psychologist, but she was talking about, I think, children and cutting coupons. No one cuts coupons anymore. Our generation is now the new world order where they don't care. And I could see this coming growing up as a kid in the 70s, old enough to ride bikes and explore, and then in the 80s, old enough to be boy crazy and go to parties and stuff like that. But what I want to say is this: Quentin Crisp really tells about the difference between Americans and British. It is bigger than you think. It is huge. It is huge about how one is friendly, one is not. Period. End of story. I knew when I was a child that I was born right in under the wire because the generation gap was too big. Like, normal generations are not that different from their parents. Normal generations for millions of years have not been that different from their parents, or didn't have a different upbringing, let's say, of agreed upon realities, agreed upon lying is bad, or hurting animals is bad, and fairness. We got to figure out what's fair and mete it out when we can, but also to do your due diligence. But now everyone is like, even that 90-Day Fiancé young girl, she's like asking the kid everything in an uprising tone. Do you like to do this? The kid's 2 years old. What does he know whether he wants to go see Grandma or Auntie Jane or not? He doesn't care. Why are you asking him every question? Like, these kids are getting bored to death. You're boring holes into their heads. So these are children having children, and I don't know what the neurosis is, but there are neuroses in the parenting today. They're over desperate to protect their children from society, and that's not a society that a child should be born into, but the way that they're solving it is to kill us all off. That's not the way. The way is to go back. Always, like everyone keeps going, don't go back. Yeah, no, go back, man. Go back, like Jesus said, you buy the field, and the treasure's in the field. You've already bought it so that you can go back and dig it up. Dig it up. What went wrong? All the things. Starsky and Hutch and policewomen. We had it. And then what took us down wasn't organic and a natural progression. It was a purposeful takedown of, they said disco sucks. They took away all of our fitness, all of our stuff, all of our culture, all of our music suddenly started getting implanted with fakes that said they want to run the world. This was unknown and unheard of in the 70s and the early 80s. We were just about to make it, and they pulled the rug out from under us. So people like this are just trying real hard to make sense out of helping people today. And unfortunately, boy, the Reader's Digest said that a long time ago in 1980, it said you need 41 hours a day to do all of your chores and to work and to do everything that you need to do as a human being, to have your leisure time and at the same time do your laundry and do the things. You need 41 hours a day, not 24. And now we're dumped on with this New World Order shit. That now you have to reteach your children, because taking away the spanking, saying children are good when they have a little bit of fear, healthy fear, and there's none of that now. And the cell phones have taken over. The phone company really did do it. They assassinated not only you-know-who, but all of us. It's the fucking phone company. Everybody's looking at their phones. They're not talking to their elders. The destruction of the elders means you're done. Hey, Indians, it's time to stop smoking the peace pipe and doing your ceremonies. It's time to start, getting your balls back. Now is the time. Now is the time. You don't have to be afraid of this. It's not undoable. And if you can't do it, Generation X is lost because their kids had to be socialized to this garbage. Generation X was the one that was supposed to help the world, people born in the 60s, but they all had children. And they didn't want their children to get teased, so they had to go, oh, no, I can't say that. They're all politically corrected up the fucking ass. So somebody, you have to go back in time. and look at all the TV shows, all the culture that we had, and why did it get taken down? Why is this generation so incredibly different from every other in terms of what is right and what is wrong? It's not hard at all. It's everywhere you look. You are not looking. You're mesmerized because the new people are so freaking scary looking that you're hypnotized like a cobra with a mouse